All right, CFBN got my lovely hetero LifeMate Hobbs here with his arm looking all brand new. Gonna go over some lower body recovery. We did a video a couple weeks ago for upper body stuff. Now we're gonna hit some lower body squat recovery. If you can see without the glare. Boom.
So we're going to go through each one of these. JJ's going to narrate. I'm going to demo. JJ just did 1,000,000 reps on 13.3, so if he's a little out of breath.
1,000,000. The big thing for all of these guys is variety. We're going to do some things seated. We're going to do some things standing. Ultimately, the more different ways you can try to get the same crap, the better off you're going to be. If you always do the same things over and over again, you're never going to get the variety needed to really get all that tissue. So the very first thing we're going to hit is our ball stone quad smash. Basically, we're going to take either the slam ball or the Atlas stone, depending on how crazy you are. We're just going to set that puppy right there on your quads, and we're going to work that thing up and down the length of that tissue, all the way from the pocket down to the bottom of the knee. You'll notice that Chad is flexing and extending his leg when he hits a nasty spot. That's what we're talking about when we say add movement. The key to doing all of these successfully, you'll see the slam ball's not hard enough. Chad likes to go no Vaseline with the Atlas stone. But ultimately, the best way to get this stuff when you find a nasty spot is to add movement with it. That way you're going to slide the tissue underneath whatever implement you're using. Plus, you're going to be able to work the muscle through its range of motion so that when you guys are doing full range of motion activities like we like to do, you're going to feel everything is returning to its normal length. Okay? You can also do this sitting on the floor if Chad wants to demo that quick. A little bit different, doesn't allow as much movement, but what going on the floor allows you to do, you see what he did to his foot. He turned his toe out. You can also go toe in, the other side, hit that IT band a little bit, get those seams there. Like I said, ultimately, variety is a spice of life. The more different ways you get your stuff, the muscles in your lower leg run all different directions from your hip down to your knee, crossing over, going inside, going outside. So the more variety we get, the better off we're going to be. All right, next thing we got, we're going to hit that IT band with our foam roller. I'll get that for Hobbs. Once again, smash, add movement to it, okay? You're going to see his body angle is going to change. You'll notice right now his hips are pretty much pointed at me. He can also go hips down to the floor a little bit to bias that quad more. He can go hips up to the sky to get the hamstring a little bit more. But you'll notice that he's going really slow, okay? When he finds a nasty spot, he hangs out there. Then he moves with that nastiness. People like to go really, really quick because everything hurts less, but it takes patience and pressure to get through all that layer of all those layers of tissue. Okay, that one's pretty basic. All right, you can also try that. I guess, huh? Yeah, I was going to give you guys the barbell, but I wasn't quite sure if people are that hardcore. I like to do it this way because ultimately you got to spend less time for the amount of smashing you get going. This, you don't really need a whole lot of body weight for if you're doing it right, and you can still hit that pulsation with your legs sliding that thing up and down whenever you find something nasty. Okay? So from here, since we've got the barbell right here, we're going to roll over and get the other side of that thigh. We just got the outside, now we're going to get the inside. A lot of you guys have seen this one before. We're going to start with the majority of the bar. If you see where the bar is set up on his leg, he's got the collar close to his hip. We're going to set the bar up where the majority of the bar is inside of his stance. First, that'll allow us to work can't tell where my finger is, allow us to work more of the adductor tissue, okay, toward the inner thigh. If he slides that thing, you'll notice he's also going toe in, toe out. But like we talked about variety, he can also slide that thing all the way outside of his stance, get the pressure a little bit different angle, and he's going to be able to go laterally a little bit more toward that IT band, still working inside, outside, okay? What I like to do, which you saw him do, is he found a spot, and then he moved his foot in and out. That's the way I like to get this, is roll that tissue across and really get a good smash.
Get that old leg going.
Kick that old leg out there, get that old leg going. You can also do this thing laying flat on your back, and I found that laying flat on your back even allows you to get a little bit different of an angle, okay? So like we like to say, there's no wrong way to take care of your business. Next, after the groin barbell massacre, we're going to go with the elevated groin smash with movement. I like to do things on the floor. I like to do things elevated. The way we do this on the floor really quick, Chad's just going to lay down parallel with his spine. His leg is up at a 90-degree angle. and he can just pulse that foot in and out when he finds something nasty. Okay? When we get up on the box, if I could have him hop up, we get up on the box, it allows us to come at a little bit of a different angle. So we're going to be underneath, closer to that goolie, deep inside your groin in those private parts. He can lean and come at it like that. That's one way to get it. I can also have him sit tall and almost just sit on it. That's going to get a little bit more into the hamstring. If you saw his face right now, you can tell that he's enjoying that. But the same thing is happening as before. When he finds something nasty, boom, extension and flexion. You can tell he's breathing and he's feeling something nasty in there. This right here where he's at, I've found personally when my low back hurts from doing lots of squatting or something, this is one of the things that really helps me get that thing open back up and get rid of some of that pain. Okay? This muscle tissue down there, very thick, very dense, very fibrous. Time under tension, relaxing into the position is really, really important. Okay? If you just glance over the tissue going up and down really, really fast, you're never going to get anything with it. All right, so we are elevated. We were getting our groin. We also got to look at our butt cheeks and our hamstrings. So first thing Chad's going to do, some of this stuff is going to be repeats from stuff we already do in class. Chad's going to take that lacrosse ball, and he's going to work right up and down that butt cheek and up and down that hamstring. So what we're trying to do is get the tissue on the back of the leg, which ultimately runs from right up in that pelvis to all the way across the other side of the knee. So once again, he's working flexion and extension. He's using the quad activation to not only stretch the hamstrings, but he's using that hamstring sliding across that ball to help knock some of that extra fiber loose. Okay, personally, I've found that if I do this on a bench and get that foam roller up in there, I can get some really good leverage into my hamstring and get some really good butt smashing. We can also play with this on the floor, which will allow you to set your leg up at a different angle. So you notice he just crossed his leg over. That's going to allow him to get the external rotators of those hips, the outside tissue on your butt cheeks, the side of your butt cheek tissue a little bit better. He can also lay that leg out soft, and that's going to deactivate some of that tissue and allow him to get down deeper in there and really, really get all of that good business. So basically, this is a little bit of a quick run through of some of the lower body stuff that we do. Ultimately, like I said, variety is the spice of life. If you guys can take some of these exercises, tweak them and make them your own, that's the best thing that you can do for yourself. If you got any questions, let us know. Smoke these wall balls this week, and yeah, see you guys soon. Thank you.